back. While manners are timeless, let's face it, each year brings about new situations and boundaries when it comes to etiquette. So how are you doing in terms of keeping up?
Well, our etiquette expert, Liz Aquino, joining us remotely today to reveal her official list of what's in and what's out for the new year so you can shine brighter in 2025. Liz, thank you so much for joining us. We always love talking to you. And we're going to get started by talking about communicating online or on social media, right?
That's right. The first trend that we see this year is digital civility. And digital civility is all about being present with a person in front of you. That means not taking your phone to the dinner table, silencing your wearable technology, putting your device in your pocket when you're having a conversation with someone. We really want to embrace the art of being in the moment and unplugging to form deeper connections.
It makes sense because people get so frustrated over it, really.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate when you're sitting at a dinner table and someone is on their phone.
Yeah, especially your spouse.
Right, yeah. So I'm glad
Not to call anybody out. That wouldn't be polite. We wouldn't do that while we're talking to Liz.
All right, so the second thing that's in diverse communication mediums.
That's right. We, every day, whether we're in the workplace or in our everyday lives, we can easily come into contact with people from between 4 to 6 generations, from baby boomers to Generation Alpha. Each generation seems to have their preferred mode of communication. This year, we really want to be conscious of our communication style and branch out a little bit. We want to rise to reflect the communication style of the person with whom we're speaking. So for young people, that might mean getting more comfortable talking to an older relative on the telephone. For the older generation, it may mean learning new technology, learning how to text or do video calls. We want to be aware. We don't want to dig our heels in and say, oh, I'm only going to text grandma, or I'm only going to have video conferences with this person or that person. We want to diversify our communication styles.
Yeah, and speaking of communication, it's not just about talking, it's about listening too.
That's right. This year, it's all about listening to learn. I know in the presidential year last year, a lot of our listening was kind of pseudo-listening. We were ahead, how we're going to rebut what the other person said. This year, we're going to listen to be curious. We're going to listen to understand why the person feels the way they do. If you have not yet let go of the antiquated belief that listening means that you're condoning or accepting what the other person
All right.
try me or tell me more or tell me why you feel that way.
Right.
Yeah, good ideas there. And this year, too, it's not just about gratitude. It's about putting gratitude into action.
That's right. The best way to practice gratitude is to have a grateful mindset. And I think a gratitude journal is a wonderful way to do that. But this year, let's take the next step. Let's find ways to show our gratitude, either via a thank you note, a phone call, a text, leaving a small treat on someone's doorstep or desk.
Yeah, those kind of, it can be something small, and it can make such a big difference for someone else whenever they get that. All right, finally, we want to ask you about being fashionably late.
Uh-oh.
Is that okay?
Oh, yes. 2025 is all about being punctual. Being punctual demonstrates that you're reliable and you're considerate. So if you have the reputation of always being late, look for the excuses you make and how you can get past those excuses. There is no such thing as an acceptable casual mindset if it causes people to have to wait for you.
Right.
That's just an inconsiderate mindset. So on the rare occasion that you might be late, make sure you call, get in touch with someone prior to the meeting time. That way they can adjust their schedule accordingly.
Yeah, you just have to let them know ahead of time. Because things do happen, right?
And in fact, I'm sure Liz agreed with us, but Liz froze up there for a little bit. But Liz, thank you so much for talking with us. We always appreciate what we learn from you.
Good stuff.
And Liz teaches private and group etiquette lessons. We have a link for more info on our website.
All right, well, still to come, there's a lot going on in Pittsburgh today in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and almost all of it is free. That's the magic word right there. We'll show you which places are opening their doors for a reflective day of family fun when PTL returns.